Hi there, I'm Cassandra. Welcome back to our Advanced Textiles Expo 2025 webinar series. Today, we're focusing on Exhibitor move-in and everything you need to know to get your booth set up. This is part 2 of our 3-part series. If you missed part 1 on pre-show planning, be sure to check that out. And don't forget to join us for part 3 covering show days and move out. All right, let's hop in. Today, we'll start by reviewing the move-in schedule, then talk through shipping and material handling, cover key rules and regulations, and then we'll wrap up with final tips and how you can get support from our customer service team if you need it. Okay, let's talk about the key dates for freight receiving and move-in. Warehouse receiving begins Monday, October 6th, and the warehouse deadline is Monday, October 27th. Please note additional fees apply if you're delivering to the advanced warehouse after October 27th. Freight can be received on site starting Monday, November 3rd. After you get your freight shipped, it's time for Exhibitor move-in. Exhibitor move-in is when you, your team, or Freeman will get your booth all set up and ready for the event. Exhibitor move-in is scheduled for November 3rd and 4th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. By 5 p.m. on November 4th, be sure your booth is finalized and ready for attendees. Next, let's discuss what material handling looks like on site. We'll cover how your freight gets from the dock to your booth and what to expect during the process. Whether you ship to the advanced warehouse or direct to show site will determine when you receive your freight. For advanced warehouse shipments, your freight will arrive at your booth during move-in hours. For show site shipments, after unloading, freight is weighed, documented, and queued for delivery to your booth. Delivery may not be immediate, so plan ahead and schedule labor after your shipments arrive. For example, if you scheduled your shipment to arrive on the first day of move-in, we recommend going onto Freeman Online now and pre-ordering your labor for the following day. Next, we'll talk through marshaling yards, which are used for direct-to-show shipments. A marshaling yard is used to control congestion at the loading docks, and carriers wait in this yard until there is space available at the dock for them. If your carrier is heading to show site, they must first check in at the marshaling yard at 602 West Ray Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46225. Drivers are assigned a number based on check-in time and dispatched when dock space is available. Due to the possibility of several carriers, delays are possible. Please note that certified weight tickets are required and Freeman accepts these valid tickets. If your driver doesn't have one, there is a certified scale at the yard. For more details and informational sheets, visit Freeman Online, and you can provide these to your carrier. The marshaling yard hours are as follows. Move-in hours are Monday and Tuesday, November 3rd through 4th, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Wednesday, November 5th, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Move-out hours are Friday, November 7th, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, November 8th, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Another helpful part of material handling is POV cart service. POVs, or privately owned vehicles like cars, pickup trucks, and vans, are eligible for cart service, which helps you move materials from your vehicle to your booth. Commercially owned vehicles, including trucks with trailers, commercial vans, or rental trucks, are not permitted. Cart service is available during move-in and move-out at a round-trip rate of $217.50, and it can only be ordered once you or your team arrives on site. You'll proceed directly to the loading docks of the facility and check in at the designated cart service check-in area for determining if vehicles are qualified for cart service. There will be signage posted to direct you and multiple ramps for efficient move-in and move-out. Vehicles not qualifying for cart service or needing mechanical assistance will be directed to the loading docks or marshaling yard. Be sure to have 2 people with the vehicle. One person will be there to accompany the product to the booth and the other one to remove the vehicle. We'll store your empty containers for the duration of the event at no additional cost. But please note, during peak periods, wait times may exceed 2 to 3 hours. And don't forget to complete and submit your outbound material handling agreement for all cart service shipments. There's more information about cart service on Freeman Online. Empty container storage is also included in material handling fees. During move-in, Freeman will store empties for the duration of the event. Be sure to tag all empty containers with empty stickers that are available at the Freeman service desk. These stickers are color-coded to match your booth location. And after you apply the completed empty stickers, place empty freight containers in the aisle for Freeman to come around and pick up. As a quick reminder, empties may not remain inside of your booth spaces for safety. In addition to the no-cost empty stickers, Freeman offers priority empty return labels. These guarantee empty containers are returned within 2 hours after exhibit hall closes, and they help to streamline your move-out process by making it easier and more predictable. If you're interested in this guarantee, each label is only $160 and you'll want to order 1 label per container you want back within the 2 hours. There is a limited quantity available per show, and these can be ordered on Freeman Online or at the Freeman service desk on site, depending on availability. Now we'll move along to labor services. There are guidelines about what you can and cannot do within your booth space called labor jurisdictions. We'll review these and talk about Freeman labor services too. As a full-time employee of an exhibiting company, you may set up and tear down your own exhibit materials without union assistance and perform maintenance on your own equipment. You can also hand carry your own items into the exhibit facility without the use of mechanical equipment like dollies or pallet jacks. Any additional labor must be completed by Freeman or an exhibitor appointed contractor that has been pre-qualified by ICC LOS. Union labor will control access to the loading docks, handle all exhibit materials and freight containers other than those hand-carried by exhibitors, and may unload and reload at the dock. Remember, if you need Freeman's assistance with installation or dismantle, you can order labor in advance on Freeman Online to save the most money or at the Freeman Service Center on site. You do not need to order labor for material handling services. Outside of those guidelines, there are a handful of other rules and regulations you want to consider. On the screen, you'll see how to navigate to this section on Freeman Online by clicking on the Rules and Regulations tile on the show's homepage. Here, you'll find resources from show management, Freeman, and the Indiana Convention Center. As we get close to wrapping up, I want to be sure you know that we're here to support you while you're on site and can assist with last-minute orders, answering questions, and provide real-time guidance to ensure everything runs smoothly. Look for a Contact Us flyer left within your exhibit space that includes our contact information. Our exhibitor services team will also be available from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. throughout move-in and move-out, with extended hours as needed. You can visit them at the Freeman Exhibitor Service Desk at the back of Hall I, booth number 766. We also have self-service options available on your Freeman Online homepage at no additional cost. With these features, you can submit requests and complete tasks without going to the service desk, which is super helpful and a time saver. There's concierge services where you can request service directly from the comfort of your booth, check the status of those requests, place last-minute orders, and view freight associated with your booth. With notifications, you can set up and view important live event notifications, including show site freight tracking alerts. And with the Show Move Out tile, you can request labels and submit and finalize outbound paperwork easily. Finally, we'll end with move-in best practices. First, just plan to arrive with enough time to set up your booth and double check it once setup is complete. Ship your freight to the advance warehouse before move-in so that you can save on cost, and this will ensure your freight arrives in time for move-in. Remember to plan like an expert and order labor services to begin after your freight should arrive. And if you'll be supervising Freeman labor, pick up and release your labor at the labor service desk. And lastly, to make sure you're all good to go before show opening, check your space to confirm all shipments have arrived and orders are completed or in process. This was a lot of information about move-in, and that's because we want you to be set up for success. But you may have additional questions, and that's okay because we're here to help. Contact our support team by phone, text, chat, or WhatsApp. If you're an international customer, you can contact us by email too. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being a wonderful part of the event. Stay tuned for part 3, show days and move out, and we'll see you at the show. Bye now.